stay in the top 25 week after week? You guys are in the AP again this week.
Well, I think it's very important, kind of just like as it gives not only like us, New Mexico, a good feel, and it kind of gives the conference to show how strong our conference is. But it's just one of those things tonight that kind of gives us confidence, that still shows that we're ready and that we can compete with some of the better teams in the nation.
Alex, can you talk a little bit about your matchup Wednesday night's going to be big with Cam and with Anthony Bennett? I know you'll get matched up with both of them at different times. Can you talk about their bigs?
I mean, it's pretty incredible to have that depth and have that skill level with each player coming off the bench. I mean, Mike Mosier was probably picked, an All-American last year earlier in the season, and now he's like kind of coming off the bench off an injury. But I mean, we're gonna scout him hard, and I mean, we're working on him with practice, and it'll be fun to be challenged with all those guys.
Could you just talk about how tough the league play is going to be? I mean, you just made a comment about it, how this is a really tough league. You guys start here at home. This is going to be a tough stretch.
Yeah. Oh, every game is gonna be a battle. I think definitely it's going to be really tough for any team to go to anybody's house and win, and it's going to be a league where you're going to have to protect your home to be able to win the league, definitely, and then you're going to have to get a couple tough road wins. But I mean, you still see Wyoming undefeated, and that's a tough place to play. I mean, we saw Colorado go up there and get beat earlier in the year. I just think every game is going to be tough, and you're going to have to come out and play pretty good to beat anybody any night.
Coming off the loss to St. Louis, what has this time off been like for you guys?
I mean, it's been tough. We've really had to work on our offensive execution and stay like increasing and getting better at our defense. But I mean, we've worked hard. We've gotten rest. We've refocused, and I think we've got a lot more confidence in ourselves than maybe we had going into that St. Louis game.
When the season started, this was a four-guard team, without much really expecting them to be. You guys have changed that. Have you realized more emphasis on stopping you, Cam, Chad, and things? Have the defenses changed some?
Well, I don't know how much they've changed, but I think they've started to pressure us a lot up front, which isn't nothing our guards can't handle. But I think we have showed that we can play down there. I mean, you're kind of hearing less from the opposing coaches about attacking our bigs every game, so that's something to say that yeah, we have kind of done our job in that. I think the three of us, and sometimes when Nick comes in off the bench, we all have proven that we can stop teams. We can stop other teams' bigs, and we can score the ball in the offensive end.
Your last couple games have been pretty slow paced for a lot of different reasons, a lot of banging. UNLV is going to run up and down, and I know people have asked you all year about your conditioning, how you've been back after the injury. Are you up for running up and down the court? UNLV is going to run you?
Yeah, I think I definitely am. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's a different game than the last couple we've played, but it's going to be fun. And I mean, I'm ready. I think I'm in condition. I think I'm in shape. The back feels great, so it'll be a good challenge.
Alex, you guys didn't get any game time last week. UNLV had a couple of teams coming to the Thomas Smack. What is your expectation, I guess, as far as you guys not having had any competition last week and them kind of getting their competition on?
No, I think it kind of benefited both teams because they're kind of bringing back Mosier. And I'm sure they had a couple of things to work on, but I think we kind of needed to come back and refocus and get our offensive execution set. And with the time off, it was nice to just kind of relax and everybody got healed up. But I think it was important for us to get our rest and kind of get back and refocus a little bit before the beginning of conference.
Do you expect any added energy for this game? It's the start of conference play. It's UNLV, two top 25 teams. I mean, from the players' perspective.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, it's nice to definitely be home too. Since the last game we had here, we kind of gotta refocus and get the energy back after that. And I mean, it's always going to be a tough game against UNLV. So yeah, and definitely that is going to be top 25. I mean, that's just added to it, and with like the high skill of all their players, I think everybody's going to be pretty jacked up.
You talk about getting refocused. How much did it, I mean, as far as taking a loss, nobody likes to take a loss, but you guys last time out, you did take one.
Yeah.
How much does that help as far as making you really focus for the next game? Because nobody likes that taste of the loss.
Yeah, nobody does, and just having that loss, we kind of had to come back and focus up. And I think at times I think losses are good for us, and I think it showed that we can really improve, that we have a high ceiling, and right now that's kind of off on our offensive execution. And I think we have improved that, and we're just going to continue working on that the next few days before conference starts.
All right, let's switch them up.
Cam, what do you expect out of UNLV and a player like Anthony Bennett?
From UNLV, they have a lot of bigs, we know that, and very deep in that position. From Anthony Bennett, we've seen a bit of tape, and he's a guy that can do it all, bring the ball up. Very versatile big, so it'll be a good challenge for us.
Are you thinking this would be one of those games that you guys are a crash game, a lot of banging and stuff like that?
Yeah, definitely. They all seem like big physical, especially, Thomas played against him the last couple of years. He's definitely a banging guy. Bennett definitely. So, yeah, it'll be a good matchup for our bigs.
You like those, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Quickness, they have a lot of it. Is that a problem? Is that concern?
We have a lot of it too in terms of playing the 4-guard rotation. Obviously, when 2 bigs are on the court, it's up to our job to stay up with them and transition, because they're going to have a lot of bodies to throw at us. And obviously, that is an area which is concerned when you got 2 bigs on the floor. But at the same time, I think we've done a pretty good job so far this year.
I feel like you guys fixed whatever was ailing you. You came back from that trip. I know probably most of it was probably rest. That's what they were doing the pre-conference schedule. But you guys feel like you fixed it.
Most of our struggles against the last in St. Louis were at the offensive end, and yeah, we've definitely been working a lot on that end of the floor. At the same time, we've been continuing to work on our defense, but I think as a team, it's going to be progression all throughout the year, just like it was last year. By conference tournament time, that's got to be when we're peaking, and definitely on the offensive end, know where everyone is. So it's going to be a work in progress throughout the whole season.
Cam, Alex talked about you guys coming back and being able to refocus. What did you guys work on in that respect, and what do you kind of feel was maybe out of focus when you guys were out at St. Louis?
It's hard to just single out one aspect of it, because obviously it wasn't a great performance by the team, but coming off a loss like that, you're definitely very hungry for the next game, and it's been a long time for us. So while it's been good having a break, we're ready to show everyone, ready to just get back on the court again. So we're all fired up, and obviously coming back against UNLV, very great opponent, so it'll be a fun game.
Coming off such a really hard non-conference schedule, how prepared with that stretch do you feel you are heading into conference play?
Yeah, definitely. It prepares you great, because we've played against 2 ranked teams already, and our conference is great. You've got a lot of teams which are over 500 and really on just great roles right now. We've got Boise, Colorado State, a bunch of teams which last year, while Colorado State was definitely in the mix, Boise was down the bottom of the ladder, and that you see where they're at. So day in and day out, it's going to be a battle, and I think with our schedule so far, we should be ready for it.
Anything else for Cam? Go practice, young man.
Thank you.